Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor as usual to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. The title of this lesson, this came to me by the Holy Spirit out of nowhere. I wasn't really meditating on anything, but what came to me was, you are received how you are perceived. Okay? And what I mean by that, we can go to the scripture, which deals with a man may be known by his gait, and his excessive laughter, right? So a man could be known by the way he walks, by the way he dresses, by the way he carries himself. And you know what kind of man that is. People in the world might call that prejudice, but you're being prejudiced based upon actions that were taken. You're not being prejudiced based upon people. The fact that that he didn't say nothing, but he might look like an Edomite, or he might look like another nation, or whatever the case may be. No, you're taking it based upon his the way he walks, the way he talks, the way he laughs, the way he carries himself. Now, either way, that's human psychology. Okay, humans are wired to be like that. All right, the mass majority of the humans, especially the people of the world. Okay, they're wired to perceive you in a certain way based upon either actions or the way you look or the way you dress or whatever the case may be. Even Yahweh Shai made mention to this human psychology when he mentioned about which one of you, if you see a man come in with gay clothing, meaning goodly clothing, and a gold ring, in other words, he has the perception of being high status, okay, will not tell him, come and sit next to me. Okay, so that right there was human psychology. And he mentioned how if you see a man come in dressed poorly, you would tell him, sit at my footstool, right? Which is really being carnal. But this is human psychology. Like I said before, this is human psychology. Right, because the guy, he didn't do anything. All he did was he just didn't have money, right? And the other guy, it seemed like he had money. It seemed like he had status, just based upon the way he dressed, not the way he walked, not the way he talked, not the wisdom he had. Because the scriptures speak about the poor man's wisdom being despised, and if you despise a man's wisdom because of he's poor, well, that says a lot about you. Okay. Now, knowing this, brothers, we have to move in a certain way when we're in the world. You don't want to be perceived as a clown. You don't want to be perceived as an a-hole either. Okay? You want to go places, you say, oh yeah, this guy, he's a good guy. No, you want them to have good things to say about you. Scriptures say to move in wisdom to them that are without. Them that are without what? Them that are without the truth. We have to move in a particular way that gives us a good name. The scriptures speak about having a good name is better than gold and silver and so on and so forth, which is 100% true. Okay? A woman of these OnlyFans models, right? Look at them now, right? A lot of them are turning back. These porn stars, I should say. They're turning back saying, oh, I regret this, I regret that, right? But they were making all kind of money, right? But that money wasn't worth the shame that they're going through and the dirt that's on their name. Okay, a lot of them, if they could go back, they would not have done it at all. So that's an example of a good name. So when you go places, you want to be perceived that way as well. Now, there's been there's been quite a bit of instances where people have came up to me and told me how they perceive me, And it actually gave me a boost of confidence, if you will, or it made me happy rather. Because why? Because because of the fact that I wasn't expecting them to see this, because we don't look at ourselves, oh, I'm so great and righteous. We don't look at ourselves like that. But when we're compared to the world, when we're compared to these people, they'll look at us like we're perfect. And a lot of them will despise us for that. Why? Because their deeds are evil. Right? So, I remember there's a certain place I was working, and I mean Edomites, right? Right? Would come up to me and say there's a particular Edomite, and I'm talking about even racist Edomites, bro. Okay, well, you could tell that they kind of had that racism with them. And remember this one, somebody did something. I don't know if they stole something or did something, right? And I wasn't even on the list as a possible suspect. It was a small group that was working together, but I wasn't even on it. Although I was in the group, I wasn't even on the list. You know what the man told me? He said, yeah, do you know who might have did it? Because I'm asking you because I know you're a man of honor. This is what he said to me. He said, I know you're a man of honor. That thing caught me off guard. I said, whoa. How does he know I'm a man of honor? I didn't have no hour conversation with this individual. I barely seen this individual because he was of management in the back. But his perception of me, right? And this is not all about me. I'm just giving this as an example, man. Okay, I'm nothing. I'm just giving this as an example. Okay? Because that's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be as examples, right? So, in other words, right, he was watching me, watching the way I move, watching the things I say. And this is the conclusion that he came to. So you don't want it to be, and there's many instances like that. Many, I knew you were a wise man and this and that, and just without the person even speaking to me, just looking at me, brother. That's what I'm saying. It's not us, it's the spirit that's within us. But we have to carry ourselves in wisdom. The scriptures say to put on as the elect. What does that mean? You got to put on the garments of the elect. You got to act as the elect. Okay? And when you do it long enough, what happens? It becomes a habit. When you do the things that the scriptures say that the elect would do, it becomes a habit unto you. Habitual. Which really goes into what it means to be put it on as a garment, right? For it to become a habit, okay? So to be a part of you, so to speak. So, my point is this, man. When brothers going out and doing something, we're not supposed to be acting like, because we know this truth, we can just be the biggest a-holes and N-I-G-G-A's there is. Nah, that's a Moabite, yo. Yo, get me that, man. Yeah, I need that extra sauce, right? And then you're talking to people all rude. You're not tippy. Yo, they're supposed to serve me anyway. I'm not gonna tip. That's not the way to be. And by the way, you should know the percentage. What do you call it? How would you call that, man? The typical tip percentage in your region, because everywhere has a different tip percentage, man. Different customs when it comes to tipping and things like that, right? Like where I'm at, 15 is like the lowest. Okay, on top of the tax being crazy, 15 is like the lowest you can give. Okay, if you give them 7%, they're gonna look at you funny. So what I'd say, tell brothers, give at least like 18%, man. Shoot for 20% if you can. Why? Because we're looking to have a good name, man, amongst these people. These people shouldn't have nothing evil to say about you, man. Although the only thing that they would have to say about you is that you're pushing this word, the truth of Yahweh Shai. That's it. Everything else, they should be squeaky clean, man. All right? It should be squeaky clean, man. Scripture said that the how does it say, man? Not no gall found in their mouth. There's another one I'm thinking about. You know, that we're supposed to be blameless. We're supposed to be blameless, man. Okay? Blameless. That's what I'm thinking of. We're supposed to be blameless in this thing. Nobody should be telling how, oh, this person, he ripped me off and did that, or I sent him a thing, he was supposed to give me that, and he took my thing and he never gave me that, or whatever. Or he lied to me about this and that. He's constantly lying to me about all these this and that and the third. That's not what we want our names to be in the streets. So we want to make sure that we carry ourselves right, even though these people are wicked and they don't give a damn. Okay, we're not supposed to be like them. Okay, we are not supposed to be like them. Okay, and like I said, there was many instances I could go through of people telling me similar type of things, man. Different people, different instances, and it's all caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting them to say these things. Because, like I said, we're not looking at ourselves like we're looking like we need to get it right, but to them, they look at us like we're perfect. I had this one woman that was my manager. Well, she's an Israelite, although she was from she was Lebanese, but she was an Israelite. Trust me, that woman is an Israelite. Believe me. Okay. When I first saw her, I thought she was actually like Sicilian or something. The way she talks and the way she carried it, and she carried herself like a so-called black woman, right? She got all that attitude and shit. Okay. But she's Lebanese, and she was a manager at this place that I was working, and you know, she made a statement. Yeah, none of you, like, she was talking, right? And she's like, none of you are angels here. I don't remember what the situation was. None of you are angels here. The only angel here, and she was like cursing the people out, you know. None of you are angels here. The only angel here, and then she called out my name, is him. I was like, damn, right? Why? It's because the way I carry myself amongst those people. You see? And yeah, some of those people that was working there, they saw me out there preaching, cursing out Esau, Edom. And guess what? That's the only evil thing they could say about me, right? Which is not evil at all, which is righteous. Okay? That's our reasonable sacrifice, man. See, but they don't know that. So that's going to be something that they can say evil. But it's going to be so serious that some people will be like, nah, that's the best guy. Yo, that guy was, man, one time I dropped such and such in his car. He drove 10 miles to come and give it back to me. I was like, yeah, damn, he didn't even have to do that. Okay, they're gonna have those type of things to say about us. So it's gonna be a lot of mixed messages when these people come to demonize us, man. But that's okay. Okay, that's okay. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai knows, man. And what he's doing with us, he's taking the best out of the worst. We've been polluted by this world. Don't think we haven't been polluted. We've been polluted by this wicked, evil beast system as well, Akim. Okay? But the Lord is taking the best out of the worst. So anyways, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. So watch how you carry yourself outside, and I'll say shalom.